Hello again, everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about deja vu. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that is, but for those that don't, it is when you get that feeling that you've been there or that you've already had the conversation that you're having. It's like you've literally been there, done that. And you know for a fact that you haven't. There are a lot of things that go along with this, and as I will mention in a section in a little bit, some people can relate it to like reincarnation from past lives. Some people just see it scientifically. Some people just don't think about it at all. It's one of those things that there's been a lot of research and stuff done on it, and this video is not a deep dive. So there will be 2, maybe 3 more videos about deja vu scattered out throughout this series, just like there will be on the premonitions. But there is 8 things that you may not know about deja vu, and I personally find them kind of interesting. And some of these, or I think like 2 of these, maybe 3 of these that I'm about to cover, I will go over when I do the deep dive. But number 1 on this list is travel is a deja vu trigger. Typically, deja vu is about places, and you tend to feel it most strongly during completely new, novel experiences. This is because unfamiliar places offer the biggest potential conflict between the strong sensation that something is familiar and the knowledge that it can't possibly be a memory. Studies have found that the more people travel, the more they experience deja vu. 2. Younger people have more deja vu. You'll experience deja vu most often when you are young, but not more than about once a month. The frequency drops off to around half that rate by the time you reach 40 or 50. When you're in your 60s, you'll be lucky to have it, around once a year. Number 3. Some people have day-long deja vu. For most people, it is a rare and fleeting feeling, but in rare cases, deja vu can be a serious problem. There is a woman named Lisa, and she's from Manchester, and she started experiencing severe episodes of deja vu at the age of 22, and they could literally last all day long. She has said in an interview that she would wake up in the morning sometimes and straight away it would feel like a sense of familiarity. Lisa's episodes became more frequent and intense to the point that they were affecting all of her senses. She later got a diagnosis and was able to get treatment for temporal lobe epilepsy. Number 4. By studying people who experience regular, intense deja vu, scientists have been able to understand possible causes. They think that the sensation is connected to the part of the brain called the temporal lobe, which is responsible for the feeling you get when you've experienced something before. If a circuit fires when it is not supposed to, it creates a false memory or false sense of familiarity. Other explanations have included the theory about two parallel universes colliding at the moment of deja vu, and another theory involves reincarnation. Reincarnation is something that I will be going over in this series. Number 5. A fact-checking system in your brain restores reality. Scientists believe that there is a second system in your brain which is supervising what goes on in the temporal lobe. It's been described as a fact-checking system which helps you realize that you are mistaken, and that ends the deja vu session. Number 6. You might think you can predict the future. During strong deja vu, you might have the feeling of being able to predict what will happen next. This is because our memory system does help us predict the future. That's why we have memory. It is to help us not to make the same mistakes again and to anticipate what is about to happen. So sometimes when a deja vu involves more areas of the brain than usual, it might touch emotions and stored imagery and give you the feeling of knowing what is coming next. 7. Hamaisvu is the opposite of deja vu. Hamaisvu is the experience of knowing something is familiar and yet it feeling strange. You can experience this when you look at the face of somebody you know and suddenly they look like a stranger. You might also notice it with words when you go to write a word and for a moment it seems wrong. You can induce this feeling by repeating a familiar word until it loses its meaning and becomes just a sound. And number 8. Parapsychologist Emil Borek first used the term deja vu when she described the sensation of feeling familiarity in a letter to the French journal Revue Philosophique in 1876. For a long time, deja vu was considered to be a paranormal experience. If you have any questions about deja vu, or you know of somebody that, has told you something, they felt it, or if you have had a personal experience with something going on involving deja vu, or even hamaisvu, you can leave that in the comments. I would really be interested in reading that. And if you have heard something or you have specific questions about it and you want me to put in the research to trying to find the answer, which always there's no 100% guarantee I can find the answers, but I will do my best to find them. That way, I'll know what to research and stuff for the next videos that go into play with the deja vu topic. Next up in this series, I think I'm going to drop a video on psi vamps. That should be a very interesting one. Have a good day, everybody.